Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your August, how they feel, next move in love messages, love tarot reading. So Sagittarius, we're looking at the person on your mind, the one that you're thinking of, and we're just looking at how they feel towards you right now, no matter what. What could their next moves be, either towards you or in the connection? What do they have to tell you, along with actual love messages with a separate deck at the end? So welcome in Sagittarius, welcome in. We have the Whispers of Love Oracle here. So to get you some opening messages with this deck, then we'll jump into your reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, cross watchers, male or female, general collective reading. But welcome in Sagittarius, welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Insight Tarot. So let's get you one more message here. August, how they feel, next move in love messages, love tarot reading is a mouthful. All right, let's see. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. We have 49, which is 13, which is 4, which is about stability, foundation. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. 30, which is 3, which is about growth and expansion. We have slow down. When you are excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. And we have 9, which is almost full circle, completion, new beginnings. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. 45, which is another 9. So you have 2 3s and 2 9s. Interesting. So Sagittarius, I feel like this connection was moving very fast, and there's an energy here of needing to slow down. So maybe for some of you, you could have felt like this person pulled back a little bit. It could have been a very supporting connection too, where you really supported each other, right? And there was a lot of physical attention, affection. Then all of a sudden you're feeling these strong energies, a little bit of like a slowdown and a pullback. I think it's important too not to rush, but also if it was moving very, very fast, sometimes we just need to take a step back and just reassess everything and come into it a little more of a clear mind and energy. You know, because sometimes when things move too fast, for some reason, they don't always work out, right? But I do see true love here, which is a really good thing. So we're going to see what you need to know about this. All right, Sagittarius. So we have the original Rider-Waite or tarot deck for your reading. Then to close it out, we have the Pure Love Messages by Free Spirit. And I do believe I got them on Etsy years ago, so I don't know. If you like that deck, you kind of go on Etsy, see if it's still there. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Okay, we're going to flip her already. So we got the 3 of Pentacles. So how is this person feeling about Sagittarius? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Sagittarius, let's see. 3 of Cups, 2 3s here. Star. 6 of Pentacles. I do like this so far. Yeah, there's there's the pullback. There we go. So there we have the 3 of Pentacles. I mean, you may have worked with this person at one point. Maybe you still do. It doesn't have to be. But that's growth and expansion with the 3 of Pentacles. Something growing. Definitely dating, courting, dating, getting to know each other, having good times. Everything's aligning, feeling good with the Star. Balance. 2 cards of balance, alignment. This feels too good to be true. And then you may be feeling that because there's the little bit of a pullback here with the 4 of Pentacles, where I'm not feeling like resistance, but just pulling back a little bit for some reason. So of course we want to keep going and see if we can figure out why, but this does look pretty good so far. So I will mention the signs as I see them, Sagittarius. So it could be signs in chart people dealing with. Some signs don't resonate. It's totally fine. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. You disregard those. We have Aquarius here. 2 of Pentacles reverse is actually good because that's someone who's not on the fence. They know how they feel. They're not all over the place, but about looking out to the future. And the Fool is right now. I mean, leap of faith, fresh, clean slate, start, energetic reset, no baggage, jumping all in. So it looks like they're ready to jump all into this, into the future. They not up in the air. They know what they want, But there's that very fast energy of the Chariot. Could be something about moving, traveling, or distance at play that maybe they're thinking a little too much about right now. But I do like this energy. Something is definitely great reciprocity, balance, equal give and take in energy about this. And I like the star right in the middle. I mean, alignment, healing, balance, things meant to be. So they may be feeling like, oh, maybe this is too good to be true. Maybe just like pulling back just a little bit. But let's see. Let's keep going here. So they're feeling like really good about this, right? That the chemistry between you is really good and balanced. Like, you know, this is growing, expanding, but yet got to hold back a little bit. So why? But let's see what else they're feeling about you, Sagittarius. What else? Chariot. Yeah, coming out again. That is about moving forward, though. Success, victory, balance. A lot here about balance. Balance, balance, balance. So, I mean, that is really good. Ace of Wands. This feels kind of intense here, Sagittarius. 9 of Pentacles. In reverse, though. 4 of Cups reverse, which is good. Meaning they know what they want. They know how they feel. There's no indecision. There's no indecisiveness or like, I don't know how I feel or what I want. They know how they feel and what they want. 6 of Wands reverse, though. Okay, there's that energy I spoke of at the beginning of sometimes when things move too fast, sometimes they don't work out. So if they had a pattern of in the past of getting into relationships that moved forward very, very fast and they never worked out, they could be kind of thinking about that, because we do have the hold back with the 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands in reverse saying, what if this isn't successful? What if this doesn't work out, right? But I know how I feel. There's a lot of excitement, fire, passion, attraction, chemistry here. Excited for the new beginning, to move this forward. And even think about a commitment, because the 9 of Pentacles in reverse can be about not being single for much longer. Also could be a little insecurity too with this person. So it's like this energy of, I know how I feel, I know what I want, right? I could see myself not being single and being with Sagittarius, but then I'm a little worried about, I don't feel totally secure that if this moves too fast, it might not work out in the long run. But right now it feels like it does, and it will, but then I'm not sure, right? So I'm kind of getting that energy, if that makes sense. But we have Cancer showing up here. Could be, like I said, moving, traveling, or distance involved. 4 of Wands. It could be commitment rising up. So we have the 3 of Swords and the Page of Swords. They may actually, and there's the Ace of Cups, so there's love here. Definitely a newer connection. They may be ready to tell you, I'm a little worried if we move too fast into commitment. What if it don't work and then we end up being heartbroken for some reason, right? So they may actually feel a little anxious to communicate this to you. Like, let's talk about this, right? And it's about having supportive communication, I feel, between you. All right, okay. So let's see what their actions are going to be then, Sagittarius. What are their, okay, these wanted to stay on the table. Let's get one more. What are their actions towards Sagittarius? What do we need to know? Okay, well, I wanted one more. There it is. All right. Yeah, 8 of Wands, communication, travel, action, Cupid's arrows. There's communication about this love. Okay. More communication. Wow. Truth, clarity, communication. I think we just saw these on the bottom of the deck, right? 3 swords and the 10. They're carrying heavy burdens here. They're too worried about this moves too fast, it's not going to work. That's what I feel here. They're carrying heavy burdens of worrying about heartbreak. There's love here, though. The Ace of Cups. Page of Swords, I mean, can be about communication. It could be checking out social medias too, whatever, but I feel like this person is going to just text you or message you, say, hey, I got to talk to you. It's urgent. There's so much that we need to talk about. I need to tell you, you know, what's worrying me, what's weighing heavy on me, worried about, you know, heartache, pain, or disappointment in the future. I mean, they may not say it that way, but there's some things that they're worried about they need to talk to you about and see how you feel about it. So we have Aquarius showing up here. All right, let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah, so they're having some inner conflict right now. But there was a lot of love here with the Queen of Cups. But they're worrying about the energies, sabotage, defeat. Yeah, soulmate energy here, alignment, patience, healing, balance. I think they're just overthinking this whole connection. Even if it's moving forward, maybe faster to commitment. I mean, that could be happening too. All right, so let's see. We got 2 3s here. I mean, you may have only been on, well, I don't want to say 3 dates. I think it's more than that. Maybe it's like 3 months, you know, and then it's like, oh my God, this is fast, you know. All right. Anyway, let's see their next move. So tell me more about their next move here for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know? What else? Okay, these wanted to stay. Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. Yeah, so they're having conflicting energies about this love moving very fast. I mean, I just keep getting that over and over and over. We have Cancer showing up again. What else for Sagittarius? Their next move. 4 of Swords. Yeah, there's that overthinking the moon. So, which is leading them going down a rabbit hole of fear, of just overanalyzing, overthinking, putting all these thoughts into their head, which then puts them down a rabbit hole of fear of the future. What's going to happen? I don't know. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this person doing? Are they over anxious or something? But they're coming out as an Emperor, a divine counterpart. The Emperor does take the lead, you know. This Emperor, for some reason, for me, in this reading, he looks worried. So, they're just worrying too much about this. So, I think they're going to come forward. Looks like they're going to come forward and say, okay, these are all the things I'm thinking about. Is this, you know, all in my head? Can we just talk about, you know, is this moving too fast? Is it just me? I'm worried. What if it don't work because it moves too fast? I know I sound like a broken record, but that's what I got here. So, we've got Cancer, Pisces, Aries, King of Cups. Yeah, there's love here. They may be hiding it a little bit or holding back a little bit, but there is love here. You know, emotionally distant a little bit here. But 9 of Cups reverse. There's definitely a lot of worry about, yeah, sadness, loss, regret. You know, maybe wishes not being fulfilled in the long run. But that also could be about not being single for much longer either. There are a lot of feelings here. My goodness. Look at, we got the King, Queen of Cups. So 2 people who absolutely love each other, falling in love. All right, so let's see what they want to tell you. Let's see what they want to tell you, Sagittarius. And then we'll get into the actual love messages, but if it does resonate so far, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, so what do they want to tell Sagittarius at this time? What are the messages for Sagittarius? Yeah, I do have love for you. I may hide it a little bit right now. And I know I seem a little withdrawn, like I lost my confidence a little bit moving this forward. Justice, I mean, I do feel like this is something meant to be. We have great balance together between us, and I know I need to step up, do the right thing to keep furthering this connection. But I keep lacking the courage and the strength to do that. Because it's big change. This is happening fast. Big change right now. All happening so fast. And it kind of is blowing me away right now. And I don't know what to think of it at times. So we got Pisces, Aries, Libra, Sag. This is you. And Aries again. You know, I could see myself settling down with you, Queen of Pentacles. We do have feelings for you. We have a special union. It feels like true love, but is it too good to be true? What if it doesn't work? Eight of Pentacles reverse. So I'm kind of being a little distant right now. So I'm just thinking about all of this right now, going through my head. I want to make sure, you know, happiness, joy, it's all here, that it's going to last. I have fear of abandonment, you know, I don't want to say being alone, but fear of abandonment or neglect or being ghosted or, you know, lack kind of energy. But I will return. I will come back. I'm just overthinking and thinking a lot right now with the Hermit. Yeah, so why is this person worrying so much? Sadness, loss, regrets. I have a lot in the past. I am ready for the new cycle with the World. But I'm being very decisive right now with the Judgment in reverse. But I know exactly how I feel and what I want, even though maybe I haven't leveled it up yet with you. I'm a little bit stuck in my head right now, Eight of Swords. That's why I haven't been communicating as much lately. Queen of Swords reverse. And I know I seem a little blocked. But again, I could see myself committed to you. Now we have the King and the Queen. That's a match, right? My goodness. All right, so let's get you some love messages, Sagittarius. Let's see what else you need to know. What else does Sagittarius need to know? Actual love messages. Also, everything else you need to know is down below in the description box. Links, info, my other channels, lots down there. I am sending you love right now. Yeah, they do love you. Like, what the heck? I wish I could hug you right now. I love you. I want to hug you. But they're a little closed off right now. I feel we are getting closer. Yeah, I mean, you are not open to love right now. It's weird how she worded this deck, because I am closed off to love right now, which feels like them, and you are not open to love right now. So I believe this is them, how you believe you're feeling about them. Does that make sense? They know that you may be feeling this about them. You have my heart. Yeah, there's so much love here. I feel hurt by you. Huh. Well, I don't know how that plays out here, because I don't feel there was anything here to be hurt about. But, you know, take that how it resonates. Huh, okay. Anyway, Sagittarius, I don't feel like anybody... Okay, so you may feel a little hurt by them because they pulled back, right? Because you're not understanding what's happening, right? But they just need to come forward and just tell you everything and how they're feeling, right? And to slow it down a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that as well. To say, can we just slow down a little, right? Anyway, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. So I do hope that helped, that resonated. Again, everything you need to know is down below. I am wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.